Okay, here we go again. Get readjusted again. Here we go again. So let's make sure you like and subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can keep track of all the movie reviews or whatever we're putting out on this channel. I know if you go look back, it's changed a bunch just whenever I get a wild hair, like the one in my nose. Anyway, so we're going to talk about Van Helsing, the movie. This is a movie that came out in 2004. It's an action gothic. Well, I want to say it's they call it a horror film, but it's more funny, so I'm going to call it a comedy as well. This film was basically takes place with a vampire hunter. I got to fix this thing. A vampire hunter in 1987 Pennsylvania, and they're looking for. It's a sequel to Frankenstein from 1987 as well. Then he's looking for creatures to kill and hunt for the church. Roman Catholic Church, actually, or the Catholic Church, or the Christian Church. I don't remember which one. I know it was a church. So we could also probably call this a religion film. So anyway, so he runs around. He's got no memory of his past, so he thinks he's like 50 years old or 25 or whatever. He has no memory of his past. So he runs around killing creatures, and then all of a sudden he goes to a church and goes through the confessional, and he says the whole "Father, I have sinned" thing, and then he ends up getting to open the door, and they end up going out the back of the confessionals into a secret room where they're making weapons and all kinds of fun stuff. So they told him in the room where they're getting him more weapons and, Bond-style setup, that he's going to have to go find and kill Frankenstein, the monster. Or, no, it was Count Dracula that he had to go find and kill. Yeah, Frankenstein was just there. He's in there. So they end up running all over the place trying to find Frankenstein. They try to find, they find Frankenstein, and then they try to protect him, keep him alive, because he's the key to bringing back Count Dracula's babies, which they're born dead because of, they're all dead. At least according to the movie, they're all dead. Vampires are supposed to be the Walking Dead, turning everybody into zombie vampires or vampires, which is probably an early version of saying zombies. Then they Pennsylvania, they figure out how, and they start chasing and keeping the Frankenstein around. They're hunting and picking and adventure in every turn, and it's really a good movie. He teams up with a local vampire hunter or werewolf hunter in the area, so they start killing werewolves. Even her brother they kill or take care of. It turns out they got lots of in common, and it's really a good movie. They take Frankenstein and try to transport him out of the area in a horse and buggy. I keep getting frogs. It's been happening all week. Anyway, so they try to do the shell game, 3 wagons going 3 different directions, and they all look identical. They have the horses, the same thing. Only one of them's got Frankenstein in it. They do that for a better part of the movie they're killing werewolves and some vampires. They do a lot of crazy things in this movie. It's kind of interesting. Like I said, they called it a horror film. I don't, but it would qualify, I guess. So they end up losing Frankenstein to Count Dracula because he's the key, and then they end up figuring out how to get to Count Dracula's lair. Then they end up getting there, and then they have to find the cure for a vampire, for a werewolf, because Count Dracula has a cure. Because it could be his undoing if one of them turned on him. They end up fighting all the demons and monsters that are guarding them, and gets in there and finds out how many babies they got, and they revive one batch and they die within an hour or so, according to what they say in the movie. And then they put Frankenstein in the chair that he got revived in, and put him up so he could be struck by lightning to revive all the babies, which I think they do. Can't remember if they got him alive or not. But all the three vampiresses that are wives to Count Dracula end up not existing anymore. They get the whole wooden stake problem, or the silver bullet, something. They get rid of them anyway. And then towards the end of the thing, Van Helsing saves the day, remembers who he is. He got turned into a werewolf, bitten by his partner's brother, and all ends well. This was a pretty good movie. I'd recommend you go watch it if you like this kind of vampire type movies. I do, obviously, because I have it. So this movie was put out by Universal Pictures May 7th, 2004, 131 minutes. It was done in the United States. English, it's 160 to 170 million. They made 302 million at the box office. I imagine they're still making money on it, but not much. Probably make money on it for 100 years now. So like I say, I recommend you go get it. I lost my train of thought, so we'll just call this one good, because I don't know what else I want to say about this movie. We'll see you on the next one. Starting to give myself a headache. Anyway, we'll talk to you later. Bye.